Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Natasha, and today we are going to be doing a reading for how the full moon in Sagittarius on June 3rd, 2023 is going to be affecting us. As I always say, we might start to actually feel the effects of this full moon a few days before it happens, as well as up to a month after it happens. And I like to say too that sometimes the impact of these moons and their energies that can have on our lives, this impact can really last a long time. Sometimes these energies can really impact us for life, which is why I really like to read them. I would also like to say as well before I begin the reading that the full moon energies also have some of the previous new moon energies as well. All right, so we are just going to go ahead and begin. Please take the messages that resonate and leave what doesn't still. The moon does affect everybody individually in different ways. Also, please excuse the band-aid here. I did get hurt this past weekend. So, let's just go ahead and begin. So, Spirit, how is the full moon in June 2023 going to be affecting us? Spirit, how is the full moon in June 2023 going to be affecting us? Here we have sacred sacred reverence. I think that's how you say that. And we have a time machine at the bottom of the deck. We'll keep that out too. I'm feeling this card as well, so we'll take it. It says close encounters. And we have let it go also. I am going to look to the guidebook for a moment just so I can get a little bit deeper into the messages. So far, I am actually getting a message that it is time for us to come together, okay, in some shape or form, whether for you, that's getting closer with friends that you have now, friends that you feel like you can truly be yourself around. You could also be drawn to new people as well at this time too. You also could be feeling a draw or push to get closer to somebody romantically. I really think that so far I'm feeling like this is about us coming together and being vulnerable with each other. We have two hearts out. We have this heart here, and we have this heart here as well. These cards to me are really screaming heart chakra energy and truly getting deeper in touch with the heart space. And actually, as some of us are getting more in touch with the heart space, some old hurts and wounds can sometimes expose themselves, which is what this time machine card is saying here, or a part of the message. Right, so it says here for the time machine message, it says, yes, things can be awkward and uncomfortable as old hurts are revealed and new solutions are attempted, okay? And in the key concepts, it does mention inherited patterns, conditioning, even lessons already learned. I just think that we've come so far already, you guys. So now this coming together, this push for us to come together feels like a reward. I was also just drawn to these two hummingbirds like sharing a string. It's almost as though like that string represents a connection between these two birds. And that can represent like us and other people, and sharing a kind of like an invisible string like between them, and really feeling and sensing a connection with people, you know, in our lives, or with new people too. It is like this full moon here is giving us this key here to, yes, exactly, to unlock deeper into the heart space. And if old hurts do come up as well, or if some wounds that exist like in the heart chakra come up, like if you start to feel sad about certain things around this time, please honor that. Please allow yourself to feel that at this time, and allow it to show you, allow that emotion to show you what it needs to show you. And by feeling whatever these old wounds are, if they do come up, you are also healing it too. Exactly. So this Close Encounters message here says, this is a time of connection that asks for you to be vulnerable and authentic. Let go of any social masks or constructs you use to keep yourself apart from others. Lower your shields and allow yourself to step into a dance of intimacy. When you become close to people, you remind yourself that you are not alone. You're part of a beautiful, meaningful bond. Exactly. There's something about us fully recognizing some like bonds that we have like with people that are already in our lives, in that connection that we share, and also developing new connections too. This is the time for us to get vulnerable, to no longer feel like kind of like trapped in this cage here. It's time to fully like burst out of the cage and express yourself from the heart space. So let's actually move on to the next deck here. Spirit, how is this full moon in Sagittarius in June going to be affecting us? We have fruition. And we have action. And we have fear. I actually just felt a specific message that some of you guys are going to be taking action around the time of this full moon to conquer some of your fears. Or even like, let's say, for example, some of you guys have been scared to approach someone, scared to apply for a certain job, scared to audition for something. Okay, have you been, or like, for example, you've been scared to put yourself out there. It's like I see you guys conquering these fears and taking like tangible steps to conquer them, and to just feel the fear even and do it anyway. I think it's because we're getting more in tune with the heart space at this time. It's like we're letting the heart space guide us at this time, rather than our fears or being trapped in the mind, right? There's that cage back here again. It's time to release ourselves. I'm getting chills from the way our mind tends to limit us. The heart space offers so much truth and freedom. As long as we follow that, we're golden. So I see ourselves breaking free from some kind of mental trap, whatever that is for you. We all could have different fear-based thoughts that we have. And individually, it is up to us to break free of that. Maybe some of you guys have also been scared to be vulnerable, or to open your heart again in love, or open your heart to even to friends, like as in to open up to them about whatever it is that you're going through, or your past, right? Like it's time to get vulnerable here, and it's time to erase our fears of being vulnerable. I actually felt like from this fruition card, it's like once we unlock the heart space more, like what I felt like this card was saying with this key here, it actually changes our mind as well. Do you see how many fruits and like beautiful, yeah, I think it's mainly fruits, maybe a bird here and some feathers, but you see how gorgeous this is? It's the heart space. When we get in touch with that deeper, it transforms us inside out, including our minds. So the heart space around the time of this full moon, I feel like is transforming our mind. Now we are beginning to see things from higher perspectives, from perspectives that our heart would like to show us, rather than any limiting perspectives or like fear-based thoughts, if you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's time to let the beauty of the heart impact us deeper. Recognize which thoughts come from love, loving yourself, anything to do with love, anything that feels high vibration, notice that, and begin to weed out the thoughts that do not feel high vibration or that do not support the person that you are becoming. Which I feel like for a lot of us, if we're following the healing energies of the moons, we are becoming someone who is so much more in tune with the heart, therefore also more in tune with the intuition and the soul as well, because the heart chakra and the heart space is all about love, and so is the soul. Okay, so let's move on to the next deck. Spirit, how is this full moon in June going to be affecting us? Spirit, how is this full moon in June going to be affecting us? Okay, so we have the World coming out. What's interesting here is, do you see how we literally have a planet here? And in this card, it looks like the planet in our hands and in the heart. I just think that's interesting. That might come around. And we also have Door to Value at the bottom of the deck there. Okay, so actually I am kind of tuning into what I was saying here. It's almost like it's not a coincidence that this is like really like this is like the earth here and it's like the earth there. There's a specific message here about the way that we view the world, the way that we view others. And I realized that there was a message in the guidebook for sacred reverence that it says, reverence is an act of deep witnessing, respect, and awe. You can experience it when you perceive every being and everything, every plant, rock, and tree as sacred and alive. You naturally lean into a state of bliss and harmony and a profound sense of well-being. There's almost like this sense of bliss and harmony that's trying to come to us if we are following like the healing energies of the full moon at this time. But this is also about feeling, again, like really connected to like everything, right? And seeing everything as sacred. That is also something that comes from the heart space as well. That kind of perspective that everything around us is sacred definitely comes from the heart. Yeah, I'm just seeing this person here just staring at this world and at the earth, almost as though he's looking at it from like a higher perspective. like literally, like this earth is literally raised over him, as you guys can see that. And I feel like that was just symbolic of literally looking at it from a higher perspective. So I think that's what this full moon is pushing us to do at this time too. Right, there's this little brief sentence here in the guidebook for this World card that says, this card is reminding you to expand your vision. And that's exactly what I've felt, that our vision is also expanding. So this actually kind of reminds me too of the third eye chakra when I just said that, because the third eye chakra is that chakra that helps us transcend illusion, right? And it is an illusion that we are all separate beings, right? So I feel like at this time we're also we're tuning in as well to the interconnectedness of everything. And actually I usually take this card as well as being about us entering a new cycle of our lives, or opening a new chapter, closing an old chapter, because the if I can talk, like literally the world reminds me of the world card in the tarot, which does talk about that. So that still could be going on at this time. Like maybe again, it's like old perspectives aren't serving us anymore about the world and ourselves are falling away. Maybe we are birthing a new version of ourselves with this full moon. And actually, I do think that this push in heart energy here is going to attract in some brand new opportunities into our lives, okay? With this door to value card, I think that a part of this new chapter that we're entering does have some new opportunities coming to us, right? So the guidebook here actually describes this card as representing like an exciting new beginning. It says, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. It says, know that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative and get ready to step through the door. So that's definitely exciting. Let me actually get one more pull from this deck, and then we're going to move on to some tarot cards and see what they say. Spirit, how else is this full moon going to be affecting us? We have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, and that is the solar plexus chakra. And we have the first chakra, Archangel Michael card coming out, which is the root chakra. And we have the Magician and the Mirror card. So we actually have door to spirit as well, and action. We have that word action coming out again. For this full moon as well, we might also be getting an upgrade with our solar plexus chakra and the root chakra. So the solar plexus chakra is about self-worth and self-empowerment and loving the self. The heart chakra is about self-compassion and loving yourself too. So it's almost like we're getting like an extra, like we're getting like a huge self-esteem boost with this full moon too. I almost just heard clairaudiently, like, get ready. Like, I felt like saying that. It's like this full moon is preparing us at this time for whatever this new opportunity is trying to come into our life, like this door to value. And it's time for us to believe that we are 100% deserving, right, of something amazing coming into our lives. Yeah, and I do think that this full moon is just preparing us as a whole anyway. Yeah, I did say that we are becoming like a new version of ourselves. Like with this full moon, it feels pretty intense and lovely. So yes, it's like we are stepping more into our power at this time. Maybe with this root chakra card here, we're feeling more grounded. We're feeling more in our purpose. We're feeling like we're really strong people as well. And I think a lot of us with this Magician card here have been specifically like manifesting this to come in. So maybe some of you guys relate to that. Like, yes, I have been trying to manifest a new opportunity. Yes, I have been trying to manifest a new chapter to open in my life. And of course, I do believe that the moons as a whole, like the new moons and the full moons, the moon, it helps us manifest. It does. And I definitely see that here, that this full moon is definitely amping up our manifestation abilities, okay, our personal manifestation abilities. Oh wow, so I'm looking to the guidebook for Door to Spirit here, and it says that this door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your eternal identity, the source of all true value and power. It says this door opens onto truly unlimited potential, for the changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. Yeah, I think that's a beautiful message, and it goes along with what I was saying really well. The divine is pushing us to enter this new chapter and this new doorway in our lives with this full moon. Right? It's an upgrade with the way we see ourselves. It's an upgrade in our relationships, right? It's an upgrade with the way that we're viewing the world too, and the way that we view nature, other beings, right? Something is definitely majorly increasing here. And this energy is going to cause us to take action in our lives in some shape or form. All right. So actually, let us just go to the tarot cards. I have 2 decks out, so we're just going to start with the first one. Spirit. Oh, I also like to say before I pull tarot cards for the moon readings that sometimes some specific situations can come out. So just take the messages that resonate and leave what doesn't, all right? But we are just going to go ahead and take a look at what they're going to say. So Spirit, how is the full moon on June 3rd going to be affecting us? Guys, the Ace of Pentacles is out. When we were just talking about new beginnings with like 2 different cards, entering new cycles, things like that. Yes, this new beginning energy is back out. And we have the 7 of Cups here as well. And the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I feel like it's time for something to get off the ground here. Maybe some of you guys have been specifically, again, it's like you've been manifesting something major to come into your life for some of you. Could be, you know, career related, love, whatever this is. I'm getting this daydreaming energy from this, where it's like something you've been visualizing for a long time is literally about to become manifest here with this full moon. Like something's about to become solidified and get off the ground. For a lot of you guys, this opportunity that you're trying to manifest, or that's about to become manifest for a lot of you, has to do with, like, I really want to say something major here. This is like major abundance. It could be career, could be love. Whatever this opportunity is, it feels very solid and stable. It feels like it's truly meant to be in your life. Let's get some more information here. Spirit, how is this full moon going to be affecting us? We have the Tower. With the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I think I'm going to clarify the Tower here. Spirit, can you clarify the Tower for me, please? We have the Emperor. That's interesting. There's like this orangey yellow light here, or color, and it's also behind the Emperor too. I think that's interesting. Also like the dark sky too. For some of you guys, Okay, this is a little specific. Some of you guys recently went through a massive change where I almost felt as though, like, do you remember? So at the bottom of the deck from for the tower, we had like the Five of Wands. I feel like there could have been, you could have had fights with somebody. Maybe some of you actually went through breakups. You've been having issues with family. Like there's been something like that here, like some kind of conflict that maybe just happened in your life or maybe is ongoing. I'm getting that like you're becoming a new person through these pains and struggles. It's like something within you is like getting born or reborn, something like that. And some of you guys who are currently going through things do feel like you have the capability to conquer whatever it is with this full moon. So whatever problems or struggles you're currently facing, even if it's shaking up like your whole world, it's like you're being strong about it and you're letting it teach you the lessons that it needs to teach you. And it's making you like more confident, even if this doesn't show up right away, you guys. Like even if for some of you, whatever this is that's going on is really stressful and heartbreaking, it's like a new version of yourself is going to rise from this, okay? Another message I was feeling is kind of going off of what I said earlier, that our minds are being transformed. The mind is being transformed. It's almost like we're having these realizations at this time that actually empower us and make us realize how powerful and strong we really are. It's like this full moon is having us step more into our personal emperor energy. Okay, it doesn't matter if you are a man or woman. It is definitely taking this energy of the emperor and putting it into our soul, our minds. There's something about this masculine energy too, actually, that is getting balanced within each of us at this time. Like we all have divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And typically the divine masculine energy is very action oriented, and we literally had the word action come out here twice, okay? So yeah, I do just think that we are stepping more into energies where we feel like we are very capable and we're trusting ourselves deeper. That is solar plexus chakra energy too, which that card already came out. And when it comes to conquering our fears too, you guys, it is also about trusting ourselves as well. And obviously not overthinking things, just relying on ourselves. Believing in your capabilities, no matter what it is that you are trying to do that you are maybe a little bit scared to do. Let's just get another pull from this deck, then we'll move on to the next tarot deck. Spirit, how else is this full moon, or how is this full moon affecting us? Six of Wands coming out. And we have the Empress and Temperance. Wow, this actually is a lot of balanced energy right here. And look, the Emperor and the Empress is out. Wow. There's something extremely balancing and healing about this full moon, you guys. Also, what I wanted to say with this tower too, like I said earlier, some of us might even be a little triggered around this time because as this full moon is pushing us to go deeper within the heart space, some old pain and hurt or old anger can come out. And it can feel like a tower moment, okay? It can feel like it can shake us up, but just feel through these emotions, okay? That's going to help ultimately balance you even more and heal even more. It's like, yeah, we are maybe also balancing our divine masculine and divine feminine energies within us deeper. And actually, oh wow, I just realized that there was yin yang at the bottom of this deck too, and I didn't put it out, but I literally just saw it in my mind's eye just now, and I wanted to grab this card. Masculine, feminine energies, balancing them. This card is all about balance in general too. Yeah, there's something extremely successful here about this full moon. It's like ushering in our personal success in some shape or form. I actually think that for a lot of you, if you are taking inspired action around the time of this full moon, like if you act on something that you've been really wanting to do for a long time, something that you've been feeling like pushed that you have to do no matter what it is, I feel like it's going to be successful to some degree. I don't know. I think that you just need to trust your intuition and to trust your gut and to trust what your heart is telling you to do around the time of this full moon. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable with other people either. Okay, I knew I was feeling another message here. Okay, there is a love message here too. We have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the Eight of Wands with the King of Swords. Yeah, we're coming from we're leaving like our mind. If we I feel like I'm wording that wrong. The King of Swords represents somebody who can overthink, okay? This is really mental energy here, and we are leaving that kind of overactive thinking and stuff like that, and we're just taking chances. And yes, that has to do with love too. I just heard clairaudiently a song just now. I heard Hear Me Now by Bad Wolves. I just heard the second verse. She said, basically, we spin the bottle until we're kissing our cups. That's just kind of about like trying to be with somebody. But the song is actually about taking a chance on love. And the song in particular is about friendship for developing into love. So, you know, that's a little specific, but I do think that this full moon is pushing us to take a chance on someone too, if you have been thinking about it. If you think that something has potential, or, you know, if you have a love interest, like maybe it's time to just try to get closer to them. And I do think I already said that towards the beginning of the video anyway. But yeah, there's something here with that, you guys. If you do feel called to express your heart to somebody at this time, or to pursue something, I don't know, I'm seeing that for some of you guys this is going to be successful with that Six of Wands. It's like what I was saying about if you guys have been feeling inspired to take action at this time, something about it feels lucky to me with this full moon. With this Empress and the Temperance card, it's about like coming together as well. Two different energies, two different people trying to blend, trying to come together, creating balance and harmony within our relationships. Really, you see how this person is just like giving different energies to this plant and it's growing. I am just feeling like it's just time for us to begin to give our energies to the connections that we really cherish in our lives and that we really want to have, okay? And really to nurture growth and like have like growth happen here. Right, it's like nurture the connection so that the growth occurs, okay? Is how I want to word that. Yeah, this is really awesome. So I'm gonna keep this out. Actually, I want to almost put this like this because it's almost as though I'm seeing somebody who even maybe has been observing for somebody for a little while. I don't know if this is on social media or just keeping a distance to some degree, maybe just thinking about them, keeping an eye on them, so to speak. This could be a man or a woman, and maybe you have been, or somebody here has been contemplating on taking a chance on someone, and I think around the time of this full moon it's just like going to take off somehow. Okay, this Knight of Wands can be this person here taking action, or you taking action, okay, however you want to take that message. Let's actually just get into the next tarot deck. All right, Spirit, how is this full moon going to be affecting us? Oh my gosh, we have the Empress back out again. I'm just like so drawn to this crown here. It's like that message of self-esteem is coming back out, and believing that we deserve like the best that life has to offer. It's like time for us to feel abundant and whole and beautiful too. With this Three of Wands, I'm actually drawn to the sun here and this owl looking at it. It's almost as though, like this owl, we are watching, I want to say, like a new dawn happening, like a new horizon even, I want to say, like something like that. It's interesting. Spirit, how is this full moon going to be affecting us? We have the moon here. And the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. It's that energy of us gaining a new perspective or perspectives on life, on ourselves, like how I was saying before. So with the energy of the moon, with the moon card, it's like it usually says that there's some kind of element of mystery or unknownness. It's almost as though, like I said, like maybe the things that we haven't been sure how to go about. Like maybe some of us have been feeling unsure about something, and all of a sudden, I don't know, I'm just getting a vibe from this Hangman that we just suddenly have a realization as to how to go about it, or how to solve a problem, or how to go about taking action. In the love situation, it's like, yes, you're gonna have a realization about how you're gonna want to go about pursuing something, or someone, I mean. Yeah, maybe after some time of stagnation as well, exactly, where you didn't know what to do. The Hangman can represent also that stagnant period, but I am just really feeling like a moment of enlightenment or realization here. I'm also kind of getting a message about the subconscious mind, oddly enough. You know, I was just saying how some of us could get a little bit triggered for this during this full moon, because it could be presenting to us old wounds or things or pain that we need to heal still. It's almost like the subconscious mind is kind of exposing itself a little bit more in a way where it's like showing us something that needs to be healed within it, okay? And we're seeing that now. We're seeing something in a way we haven't seen it before. Okay, actually, let's just get one more pull from this deck, and then we're going to move on to our last deck. Spirit, how is this full moon going to be affecting us? Oh, Six of Cups is coming out. Aw, and then we have the Fool and the Two of Cups. What's interesting is this is the Seven of Wands, but I was almost getting like a victorious kind of energy from this image. I'm not sure why, But yeah, it's almost as though we conquered something that was in our mind. Yes, for those of you who could take that love message, maybe that it's time for you to pursue someone, or you think someone might even be pursuing you, like you're on the receiving end here. Take it how it resonates, but I am seeing that the person who is going to be doing the pursuing just kind of like overcame something in their mind that they needed to overcome in order to do this. Because I'm seeing with the Fool here and the Two of Cups, like this particular combo is about taking a chance and starting a new beginning with someone. This doesn't have to be like a physical relationship yet. It could just be getting closer to each other. Okay, like taking some first steps. You know, that's going to look differently for everyone, as and you know, for how you want to, yeah, like for kind of like for how you want to go about this here, because every situation is different, right? I mean, we did have the friends to lovers scenario come out, so for some of you that could be true. You know, there's different, yeah, obviously there's different scenarios out there. But yeah, the Six of Cups can represent a soulmate connection. Yeah, which is probably why, you guys, this is going to be a successful connection if you feel like this resonates with you, right? We have that Six of Wands come out. I keep saying something's going to be successful here. Yeah, I think it's because there's a soulmate connection here. All right, I am just going to get to the last deck here. I do realize this full moon reading is probably going to be longer than the last couple ones that I've done, but for some reason this full moon definitely feels really important. It does on like multiple levels here. All right, Spirit, how is this full moon in Sagittarius going to be affecting us? You're very close to achieving your goal. And we have the energies gaining momentum. See, no, there's something here that's amping up with this full moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. Can just suddenly be achieved just like that. Like, with this energy here, yeah, it's something, this full moon is definitely pushing along some things in our lives, you guys, that really need it. This energy is just coming in like super fast here. I am actually looking at the Eight of Wands here too, and I'm saying that. There's something really fast about this energy with this full moon. Like fast changes. And we have don't let your past hold you back as well. And hold your vision. I think these two cards here are coming off as advice at this time. Don't let your past hold you back from opening your heart. Whether that's opening your heart when it comes to love and romance, or just opening your heart as a whole, like being vulnerable, viewing life from a really beautiful perspective, like we're saying before, that like everything is sacred, you know. Don't let past pain stop you from looking at life as beautiful and sacred, okay? And obviously don't let your past hold you back if you've been hurt in the past, right? Don't let that past hurt stop you from taking action now if you feel called to do that. Spirit is saying to hold on to your vision at this time. Let your vision push you forward. Let your big dreams push you forward at this time. Don't be so swayed or consumed by fear-based thoughts. Recognize when you're having a fear-based thought and let it pass. Replace it with a thought that comes from love. Replace it with a thought that believes in yourself, that instills confidence as well. Oh my gosh, I just put the deck and we bring love to the situation. Bring love into your mind, you guys. Water your mind like it's a garden, okay? Bring love to the connections in your life. If you have somebody that you are romantically interested in, be vulnerable with them. Bring love into that. Just bring love into whatever it is that you do in life. Yes, it's time for us to get deeper into that, into bringing love, bringing higher perspectives, bringing higher vibrations wherever we go. Yeah, I have here as well, and I split the deck, a win-win outcome is forecast. As I said, there's something about this full moon that feels really lucky to me. And the scales also remind me of us personally getting balanced as well. By doing this work of bringing love into the mind, right? Healing the mind, not feeling as trapped anymore. We actually, we are able to balance the scales of when we, of using our mind and using the heart. All right, I am just going to leave that there. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And also, please follow me on Instagram as well. My name is on there is earthangel_Natasha. Have a very blessed full moon, you guys. It's going to be a really nice one. Bye-bye.